בלבלי אותו, תעשי לו חשבון, בלבלי אותו, עד שלא יוכל לישון. בלבלי אותו כמו שבלבלת אותי, בלבלי אותו, בלבלי. איך שהלב נפתח.
All of the 8th graders were so excited to get off such a long flight, and we were soon able to get on a bus to go to Jerusalem.
Then we went to a promenade where we saw the whole city of Jerusalem and its gorgeous views. Then, after lunch, we went to the Kotel, and it was cool to see the very thing that we learned about for so many years.
Many of us left notes in the wall and davened. It was such a powerful experience.
So my first time at the Kotel was an amazing experience. We were instructed for someone to help us go down the stairs with our eyes closed, and then once we got there, you look up and you see the whole Kotel, and I thought that was amazing because I've never seen it in person, and I had a lot of fun.
Today was action-packed. We started our day in the city of David, where we saw firsthand exactly where King David conquered and settled the area.
We got to hike through the long tunnel that King Hezekiah dug in order to allow water to come into the city during a siege.
I also like conquering my fears, going through the water tunnels, even though I was really scared of doing it at first because it was really, really tiny and there was a giant stream of rushing water and there was only one flashlight. But I ended up making it through, and I thought that was very fun and wet, very wet.
All in all, it was an excellent day. We even had to sample some local pizza, falafel, and shawarma.
On Friday, we started our drive up to Tiberias. We made a stop in Caesarea, an ancient city built in by the Romans, named after Caesar. It was a beautiful day, and we got to hang out on the beach. We made a second stop at the museum built on the site of a Jewish refugee camp that was used by the British to keep Jewish illegal immigrants from entering Israel.
By Saturday night, we were relaxed and full of energy. It was the perfect setting for a dance party on the disco boat. We danced the night away while sailing on the Canary and hung out at an outdoor mall.
Today we got to do a lot of chesed and really gave back to the community. We started out in the Carmel forest. We were asked to help minimize the spread of future fires by pruning the low-lying bushes that grew close to the road. It was hard work, but it was a great way to appreciate the land that is so important to the Jewish people. In the spirit of giving back, we then visited the Emunah Children's Center in Afula, which is a home for children at risk. Afula is also the sister city to Stanford. Despite the language barrier, we really bonded with the children. The main event was a giant tug-of-war game. Unfortunately, the Afula children were stronger than they looked. We had a great time though. and it was very meaningful when we delivered a gift of tzedakah money that we raised before coming to Israel.
We started our day out with a hike on Mount Arbel. The stunning views of the Kinneret and breathtaking cliff walls made this hike unlike any other.
My favorite part of the trip so far was Mount Arbel. We went down the side of the mountain and there were a lot of rocks, and we held onto wires and different handles, and it was scary, but it was a lot of fun, and I felt very accomplished once we got down.
At times, the path took us through steep and narrow places, but we were all able to conquer our fears and make it down the mountain. From there, we went to Kfar Kedem, a small village in the Galilee that has a mock-up of what a village would have looked like 2,000 years ago.
My favorite thing we've done so far was the Kfar Kedem village. I had so much fun riding the donkeys, and it was really funny to get caught in the bushes.
Our first stop this morning was Kibbutz Misgav Am, a small settlement on the border of Lebanon.
Our next stop was the Menorah Cliff, where we could see an incredible view of the valley below. The view was especially beautiful while flying at high speed down a zip line. For many of us, it was our first time ziplining, and although it was scary, we all did it.
So before we went on the lift, I didn't even know if I was going to go on. I was really scared.
We're so proud of you. So proud.
And I was really scared. So then I went with Yafi, and it was really fun. And I did the Flappy Bird, and then we got in the Jeep ride, and it was fun. And at the end, I felt like really accomplished and better that I did it and did it chicken out.
On our way back to Kibbutz Lavi, we stopped in the mystical city of Tzfat. The narrow stone-paved streets felt mysterious and spiritual.
This morning, we drove to the Golan Heights and hiked along the Banyas River. The path went right to a waterfall where we relaxed and enjoyed the scene. Next, we drove to Gamla, which today contains the archaeological remains of an ancient Jewish city that was destroyed by the Romans. Our final stop was Mount Ben Tal, the location of a dormant Israeli bunker.
We're walking through a bunker in Chativat HaGolan. This was actually an army bunker.
Today we visited the site of the Turkish fortress that was used by the British as a prison in the city of Akko.
We also stopped in Rosh Hanikra, where the waves from the Mediterranean crashed against the white chalk stone cliffs, eroding them into a network of tunnels and caves.
מתגעגע
descended deep into an underground archaeological site near Begubreen. In addition to lots of pottery and animal bones, we found an ancient oil lamp in excellent condition.
After we went digging and we found like bones and pottery, it was really cool. Then we went on this cave that hasn't been fully excavated, and it was really small and we had to crawl through a lot of tight spaces. And I hate tight spaces, but I did it anyway because I wanted to get the experience. And I'm so glad that I faced my fears.
For Shabbat, we stayed in kibbutz in Surim, and we got a real kibbutz experience. The afternoon was very relaxing. We played sports and enjoyed the outdoors.
Today, we visited the Guide Dog Center, where dogs go through intensive training to learn how to keep their owners out of harm's way. Getting one of these dogs opens up a world of possibilities for a blind person. We learned about the training program and also got to play with the dogs.
We experienced Israeli farming technology firsthand.
Leket Yisrael, an organization that collects food for the needy. We felt very accomplished when our guide told us that we had picked enough grapefruits to feed 250 families. Next, we visited Machon Ayalan, the site of the secret underground ammunition factory. Our last stop was the science park at the Wiseman Institute. We got to play with the gyroscope, touch an exotic laser, experience what gravity is like on the moon, and do some really neat things.
Over the past few months, we have built relationships with our Israeli friends at the Shapira School in Netanya by talking over Skype. Today, we visited Shapira School and got to participate in several activities together with a buddy.
Today when I hung out with my buddy, it was really cool because we became really close and we stayed in contact, and now we're WhatsApping and we're Instagram friends and we're Facebook friends. So it's really cool that now when I'm back in America, I'll have a friend from Israel that I can continue to talk to.
At the Shapira School, I was hanging out with my friend, and I was also hanging out with her friend, so I kind of got to learn how they work in Israel and how they spend their day, and now we're all Instagram friends.
Next, the Shapira students accompanied us to Independence Hall in Tel Aviv, where David Ben-Gurion declared Israel's independence on May 14, 1948. On our way home, we swung by the beach in Yaffo to enjoy a beautiful sunset.
Today we visited the Palmach Museum in Tel Aviv. This interactive museum taught us about the full history of the Palmach, a group of Jewish fighters that were very important to the safety of Jews living in Israel before 1948.
We made a quick stop at Rabin Square, the site where Yitzhak Rabin was assassinated.
What would life be like if you were blind?
A few days ago we went to Dialogue in the Dark, which is also known as the Blind Museum. You go in, it's completely pitch black, so you can't see anything at all, and it gives you the experience of being a blind person.
תמיד ידעתי שיבוא היום שבו
I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're sure gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone.
I'm gonna watch you shine, gonna watch you grow, gonna paint a sign so you'll always know, as long as 1 and 1 is 2. There could never be a father loved his daughter more than I love you.
יום ראשון בבוקר ואתה אומר לי כמה טוב להתעורר כאן לצידך, שמש מלטפת בין התריסים ובלי סיבה מיוחדת בא לי לחייך. קומי קומי מאמי, כך אתה אומר לי, נו לי עוד עינייך עצומות, והרדיו מקשקש בשפת הקודש על העומס שבין ראשון לגנות. שיר קטן מתנגן בבוקר as the day begins, שיר מואר, עוד דקה חדשות, נקווה שזה יהיה good morning, good morning.
We arrived at a Bedouin camp last night. We were immediately offered hot tea as we sat and talked to a Bedouin man by a fire.
We got to ride camels before sitting down for dinner.
אתה אומר לי, אני ואת נוסעים אך לא לעבודה, אולי נבדוק את המפלס של הכנרת, או בשביל שוקו נתגלגל עד יוטבתה. שיר קטן מתנגן בבוקר as the day begins, שיר מואר, עוד דקה חדשות, נקווה שזה יהיה good morning, good morning.
Later that night, we made a bonfire and sang songs accompanied by a guitar.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, we woke up so we could go to Masada. We hiked to the top as quickly as we could. We started davening, and then we were about halfway through Shacharit. The sun started to rise over the mountains.
But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composed.
BCDS!
After Masada, we stopped at Ein Gedi, one of the few clean water sources in the Negev. The water was refreshing, and we enjoyed getting wet and playing under a waterfall.
Our final stop before Eilat was a beach by the Dead Sea. This was really cool. We floated for a while before boarding the bus for Eilat.
The first time I've ever been to the Dead Sea or like climbed up Masada was this trip, and it was like amazing. It's the only place in the world you can do those things.
Right after breakfast today, there were jeeps waiting right outside our hotel. We piled in and set off into the mountains. In addition to the views, we got to see more than 6 wild ibexes, which was pretty cool.
We drove to Red Canyon, a park with a hiking path that is known for the different colored mountains. The rock was red, black, and beige in different places. We squeezed through tight spots and climbed over some difficult paths.
Our next stop was the Underwater Observatory Marine Park. Here we saw lots of different marine life, including some rare fish, giant turtles, sharks, jellyfish, stingrays, and much more.
We started the day this morning with one of the most challenging hikes of the trip. We hiked through the desert and up onto the top of Mount Sfachot. This hike was special because from the top of the mountain we could see 4 countries at the same time: Israel, Jordan, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia.
Just when we thought the dry desert climate was getting to be too much, we headed to the beach for an afternoon of water sports. We started with snorkeling, where we got to see beautiful corals and fish. We spent the rest of the afternoon taking turns on inflatable rafts being pulled by a speedboat.
Awesome! That was amazing! That was incredible! Awesome!
That was so much fun! We also got to paddle out on kayaks and paddle boats.
Today was an amazing day. We went to a really amazing water sports place. It was definitely one of the big highlights of the trip so far, and we made a lot of memories, and it was a really great time.
מי ישים יד ויבנה את ביתך, מי ייתן חייו ישימה מתחתייך, מי כעפר לרגלייך יחיה, מי יאהבך עוד מכל אוהבייך, מי מכל רוח רעה יצילך, מי מעמקים. Acheinu kol beis Yisrael, Acheinu kol beis Yisrael, Hanasuni b'tzara.
This trip has been eye-opening and it makes you want to experience all new things that you've never tried before.
I tried shawarma for the first time.
This was my first time going water tubing and banana boating, and it was really fun.
This trip was the first time that I felt comfortable eating mincha in front of everyone.
I had hummus for the first time, and it was so good.
This is the longest I've been away from home.
I have tried 2 new foods on this trip. I have tried, for the first time, a hot dog, and I've tried some rice. And I've been eating both of them.
For the first time, I went ziplining and got over my fear of heights.
I had my birthday in Israel, and it was a great experience. I just loved being with all my friends. They care so much about me, and I loved it.
This was the first time I was ever in Israel, so it was really cool.
Israel trip is exhilarating.
This trip has been really tiring, but it doesn't matter because it's been the experience of a lifetime.
This trip has been awesome because it was not only fun, but also I was able to get closer with friends, and it was also a great learning experience.
Hey guys, I really enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you over the last month, and just want to say I really felt like I was much more than just your chaperone. This was really a life-changing experience for me as well, and I look forward to hanging out with all of you guys in Stamford.
I am so incredibly proud of how you guys have challenged yourselves and really grown in the past month, and it's really been a privilege to be able to experience this with you.
Alright guys, thank you for an amazing trip. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll miss you guys when you leave, and come back and visit us again.
Shalom, and thank you for having me in this trip. I enjoyed it very much. I'm sure you all have a great trip, and first time I'm gonna come to America, it will definitely be New York, and then I'll jump to Connecticut, for sure.
נהניתי להיות הנהג שלכם במשך 25 יום. הייתם ילדים טובים, אהבתי אתכם מאוד, ונתגעגע אליכם מאוד מאוד מאוד.
Hey guys! So we hope you had great time in Israel and it was meaningful for you and fun.
Yeah, and we really enjoy with you, and we hope to see you in Israel. And we are very sorry about being annoying when we wake up in the morning.
Sometimes we're annoying, but we love you so much, guys. And we hope that's it. We wait for you. Kisses. Bye.
I want everyone to know how special it's been to be with all of you. It's been an amazing month together, and I'm so happy, so privileged to have been able to experience it with you. I hope you'll forever realize how special it is that after 2,000 years, we're able to be together in Jerusalem as a free people, able to protect ourselves and to enjoy this magnificent country of Medinat Israel.
Welcome to BCDS from the 8th grade Israel trip!
Shuma lama